Hey, this is Gary Kramer, and I'm right now in the middle of getting and kind of talking with Fred about an interview basically on some of the most frequently asked questions regarding My Freedom Shopper, which is really building freedom through a loyalty plan. And this is an interview conducted on June 29th of 2013, and this is an actual live interview, again from Gary Kramer, with the CEO and founder, Fred Weih. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a series of questions that seem to be the most asked questions, ones that people are curious about. And one of the main things I understand about My Freedom Shoppers is it's revolutionary in its aspect of being able to go out there and help people shop for the same things they already buy, name brand products at major retail chains, and have that opportunity to have those products shipped right to their door at a low price guarantee and actually receive cash back. So, Fred, you're with us, correct?
Yes, I am, Gary.
All right, fantastic. Well, Fred, what I'd like to do is just, for our audience, for our listeners, and for folks that'll be looking at this opportunity either as a subscriber or even as an advisor one, two, or three, which provides this tremendous opportunity to build an income right from home, helping families, shop from the comfort of their own home and, get paid to do so. So what I'd like to ask you is, are the prices different that if I was to shop through the My Freedom Shopper portal and go through and click the Walmart icon or the Alice icon through MMS or through FMS, am I going to get different prices?
Yes, you are, and let me explain how. It's really quite simple. Is when you log on to My Freedom Shopper and click on whether it be Alice or Walmart, you follow the instructions on the home free items, which gives you the free shipping, and you'll order those items and have them delivered. But this is where the difference is between going directly to a Walmart or an Alice, is that you'll get an additional 10% savings in the form of a cash back, we call them Freedom Dollars, through your back office. So if you purchased $100 worth of merchandise, that would be the same $100 that, Cindy down the road would be able to order as well. So the difference from My Freedom Shopper is you'll get an additional $10 back through My Freedom Shopper, and then there's also price guarantee, which we'll talk about a little later. So the answer is the prices are different using our Freedom Dollars cashback program of 10% back, which is huge for the consumer.
Now, I understand. I know that when we do that, there are some minimums possibly for doing and getting and receiving the free shipping as well. And I believe that would be around a $45 order, which I think from your studies you found out that order, that minimum order, is very doable for just about every family.
Correct. I mean, most families buy hundreds of dollars worth of non-perishable items, everything from your paper towels to toothpaste to cookies to snacks to hamburger helper, especially cereals. There's plenty to order from, and there's over 30,000 items and climbing that's available to the consumer. And so Walmart currently is a $45 minimum order, the home free products. Alice is a $49 minimum order for ordering, and again, it's quite doable for most average family. It's really truly transfer buying. It's the same items you're buying now, and there are some tremendous deals and differences in prices that are provided through these large grocery suppliers direct to the consumer.
Fantastic. And now, a lot of folks have asked, well, how old do you have to be in order to participate and being able to, register with My Freedom Shopper? And so what is that age limit? What can one expect? Because there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there actually looking to be able to make an income from home as well today, especially with technology. And I think simply, we're talking about helping people make money on the loyalty plan, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Simply by helping shoppers tell shoppers about where they can save money and have the goods delivered for free, and in addition get paid for the same thing they already buy. So what is the minimum age limit for young kids or entrepreneurs or people maybe in college or those types of things?
It's only 18 has to be the age of eligibility to be able to sign a contract as an independent contractor. And in most places, and I haven't seen otherwise, it is usually 18 years old.
Wow. So not too bad for a young entrepreneur to be able to start his or her own business in a massive growing trend. You know, because I've done some research, Fred, and maybe you can back this up, but I've done some research, and this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and at the same time, it's growing every day. Where these major retailers are looking for ways to create a loyal customer base, and this is where entrepreneurs can literally capitalize on this particular venture of teaming up with My Freedom Shopper as a small business. But in addition, really getting in front of this huge wave that we know is taking place in these companies, and what you were sharing with me earlier, which you can maybe elaborate, is the fact that this loyal shoppers telling shoppers situation where you have companies online, they're striving to gain loyal customer bases, and that's what your whole vision is about us doing, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Is, you know, in business, whether it's a large corporation or it's your local store down the street, there's two big costs they incur, and one is the acquisition of the customer, and then keeping that customer, and that's where the Shoppers Telling Shoppers loyalty plan really comes in. Is designed to do what shoppers normally do. Most communications on deals, whether it be on the internet or locally, are communicated through people just telling their friends. So what we've done is monetize those relationships and let people do what they normally do. It's the same product they're buying. It may be delivered from a different location, or the delivery is done differently, but it's the same product or service that they're already buying. But and we know it's important for people to get paid through the loyalty plan very quickly. So just on a surface level, people can start earning money is on a weekly basis for those that have that need and want to start building a business. That's our Freedom 1 bonus plan through the Shoppers Telling Shoppers. The Freedom 2 and Freedom 3 programs are paid out on a monthly basis. That's paid off from the subscriptions to our program that both retail customers and savings advisors pay. So while you're building your business, you'll get paid weekly, and that continues on. But then you start building a loyal base of customers through the Shoppers Telling Shoppers, and you can create a revenue stream that's ongoing and builds every month as shoppers tell other shoppers about what it is we're doing.
So basically, with this unique plan, the Shoppers Telling Shoppers loyalty plan, somebody has an opportunity to get paid weekly and, in addition, monthly, based on the same subscriber that joins the business and or a subscriber that maybe just wants the service.
No, absolutely. It's up to the consumer whether they just want to use the service as a retail subscriber, which is just $19.99 a month, or become a savings advisor, which means they've now purchased a business, an internet business that's virtual, that they get a reduced subscription fee of just $14.99, which includes all the basic training, your website, access to all the same services a retail subscriber, but now you are a point of contact to kick off the Shoppers Telling Shoppers program through you and your connections and friends, and that's how you start getting paid on building that business. And one thing, what it does is it will build residual income very quickly as subscribers stay loyal and stay on. And again, that comes back to the cost. The two big costs is customer acquisition and customer loyalty, and we really believe we've nailed it with the Shoppers Telling Shoppers program. So the loyalty we've built in, because we're, one of our sayings is building freedom through loyalty, and that's really what we're doing here. Is those loyal connections you have and your friends have and their friends have will be paid through the Shoppers Telling Shoppers program on a weekly and monthly basis.
So yeah, and so and obviously in myself researching some of the opportunity with this loyalty plan, there's really an unlimited opportunity as far as income streams, and for some it could be hundreds of dollars extra a week or thousands, and for some it could potentially be tens of thousands of dollars. by basically joining up and helping My Freedom Shopper just expand its customer base who are already shopping and buying things anyways. And now we're talking about giving them a low price and ship for free, and it's very, very unique, specifically with some of the cash back opportunity on top of that. And now you can get paid for all that. So Fred, this is ingenious. And but one of the other things is why do we want to call it a loyalty plan? I mean, why? I mean, I can think of some reasons why, but from your point of view, why do we call it a loyalty plan?
Well, on a base, the real base part of this is that if you think about, prior to hearing about My Freedom Shopper, you have friends and family and people that are associates, and you have been loyal to each other on other projects, whether it be family. And what we want you to be is now turn that loyalty into an actual business relationship with the company. And what the large companies who are working with, the large suppliers, is that now we have a method to keep those customers loyal to buying through to them. And again, remember earlier I said the two big challenges for companies is customer acquisition and customer loyalty, keeping them as customers. So we solve that issue, and that's what we call a loyalty plan, because it's really consumers banding together to get the best deal and be loyal to each other and make those financial arrangements, which we manage for them. All you do is connect with folks to keep people loyal, because we just don't want to find a customer and then he or she is gone. We want them to stay loyal for years.
So one of the main things here is really we're driving a loyal subscriber base to these other major retail chains, like Walmart or Alice or some of the other vendors that continue to come on board with us, and that allows someone to make a tremendous, income in a business again in this growing grocery or really home delivery service industry. And we're really getting to ride on the coattails of the vision of yourself and what you've really developed with My Freedom Shopper, and some of the alliances really are picking up and doing all the delivery and the shipping. It really appears to be an incredible, beneficial relationship.
No, absolutely. Again, it's all about the people. And, even though we live in a high-tech world, most people find out about companies and websites really through the shopper telling another shopper. I can't make it any simpler than that. We just figured out a way to connect that with the larger vendors and small vendors. I mean, we have over 100,000 national, but also very local businesses involved in it. Right here in my town alone, there's over 30 businesses already involved, and we're in a very small community. So it's really state-of-the-art, but really human-driven by our relationships.
I see. Now, some people have asked questions, is this a membership or is it a subscription? Is there any differences? Or I noticed that we use a subscription. So, what's the difference here that someone is actually purchasing here? Is it a subscription or membership?
Well, that's a really good question, and a lot of people get confused. Kind of look at us like a Netflix in a way, is that you subscribe on a monthly basis on a recurring fee, a low fee, and then that subscription gives you services that you can participate in and use. My Freedom Shopper is the same thing. You subscribe to our host of services, and you decide, just like with Netflix, what movie you want to buy or what service you want to have offered. We are not a membership like joining your local gym, where it's a physical location that you get your gym membership. This is a national subscription service that you subscribe to. And by the way, it's a 30-day renewable subscription, so people can stay on forever, or they can stop it at any time. But our goal is to build as many products and services available that we can make available on behalf of the consumer. And again, it's just like subscribing to a magazine, Netflix, or even a Vonage type program. Same type of price points, by the way, that we have. It's very low cost to participate.
Fantastic. And I mean, that does make sense. Now, another thing is like, a lot of folks ask, how long does it take to get an order and where is it shipped from? Now, I do know from my personal experience that when I logged into My Freedom Shopper back office through my own username and password, once I actually subscribed, then I was able to go in and click the Walmart logo and be able to access that and open up my membership or subscription with Walmart and begin immediately shopping. And I was able to experience, shipments getting, to me within 2 days and 3 days. And I was communicated directly from Walmart in this particular case. So, so from your experience, from the worst or from the best to the worst case scenario, what has been the experience on some of the beta testing over the last few months on some of these shipments?
Well, it's been unbelievably great. We've been testing two major suppliers that do the groceries for our subscribers, and for over 6 months. And the interesting part is the two suppliers operate a little bit differently. With Dallas, it's you order directly from their warehouse, which over 300 manufacturers ship into. So almost all the orders, about 99%, get shipped out of Wisconsin. And the next day you get a tracking information, and you know where that order is through the whole process. With Walmart, it's a little bit different because we're working throughout their entire supply chain, not their stores, their supply chain. And depending on what you order and where you live will determine of where that product is shipped from to you. And you've experienced this, Gary, and we have in our testing, is that you may place, say, a $100 order, and the next day you get all your shipping information and get confirmation, unless it's a weekend. It obviously has to be during Monday through Friday that FedEx and UPS ground works. But then it'll come in one box or two boxes, depending on the size. It actually may come in three or four, depending on where it's being shipped from. But the good news is that through your account you create through Walmart, you'll know exactly where the boxes are, and each one will have their own shipping tracking. And you don't have to go to either UPS or FedEx. You can stay right within their system, within Walmart's account, to find out where those products are. So whether you're shipping it to home, and you can ship to other people, to maybe you have a son or daughter at college, you could ship to another location, or maybe in the summer you have a summer home up in the mountains. As long as it's a real address that UPS or FedEx recognizes, you can ship to those locations. The longest it took for an order to get to somebody was 7 days, and that was during the Christmas holiday, which is, as you all know, is
busy
D-Day in the shipping business.
Yeah, that's busy time. That's busy time and massive volume of shipping. So, I mean, my experience was 2-3 days. I also had some other folks test it out, and some of them actually got some of the product or services sent to them from that back office ordering within 24 hours. And then 48 hours and 72 hours, they were all being shipped and being communicated with every step of the way. So I found it very, very professional and really, really incredible as far as that service was concerned, because obviously we're dealing with some major retail chains that are supporting all of your subscribers in this business model. So excellent job on all of that. It's pretty cool. Now, listen to this. What's the double the difference price guarantee mean? Some people don't understand what that exactly means. Could you please help explain that?
It's a fantastic tool for you to use it, whether you're a retail subscriber or a savings advisor. Someone may say, well, how good are the prices? And that would be a common question. Well, and the answer is, well, we guarantee that with a double the difference. And the way it works is really quite simple. So once you place an order, and this is only valid with both Alice and Walmart, let's say you place an order, and in that order is a box of cereal that you paid $3 for, and you bought 3 of them. So once that order arrives at your house or business, starting that day that it arrived or after, you can now check your local circulars, and it could be from a supermarket, it could be from a drugstore, it could be from a dollar store. As long as it's a published circular, paper circular that offers specials from that retail store. So let's say that $3 box of cereal, you see it on sale at one of those stores for $2. So we have a price guarantee form. It's very simple to fill out, and So the difference is $1, and you bought 3. So for each one of those boxes, we'll write you a check for $2 up to 3. So actually, we'll send you $6 from the price guarantee. It'll be a check that you can use for anything you want to use.
Yeah.
And it's there to protect you in case, and stores will do this, it will happen. You know, there's what they call loss leaders. We all know, that they use them, and they're there to get you in that store.
So you said 3. Does that mean like 3 per item of any one item?
No, up to 3 per item. So if you order 3, the price guarantee doesn't go past 3 items. And the reason we do that is to prevent any type of fraud.
Exactly. So just to clarify, if somebody bought 3 boxes of Cheerios and 3 boxes of maybe something else, doesn't matter what, and they found both of those items at a lower price in their own area in a circular within that following week, they could receive the double price guarantee on both those products, but for a total of 3 of each of those items.
Correct. That's it. It's very simple. The form we have in the back office, which is there, is very simple to follow. And again, to help you, reassure you, you're going to be getting the best prices that can be delivered to your home, and that's what it's there to guard you against that.
Absolutely. I think that's a very, very good price guarantee opportunity, and it does give those folks that are price conscious and savers the opportunity to feel comfortable and relax that the price they're getting is supported by this double this difference price guarantee, and I think that's excellent. I don't know of anyone offering that anywhere in the country right now. So what is our, somebody comes on as, let's say, a retail customer, and I know that most folks are getting an incredible opportunity as far as what they're doing here and all the savings, but just for comfort, what is our refund policy should somebody, choose that they're not happy or change their mind?
The refund policy for retail subscribers and savings advisors is 30 days from the day you make the purchase. As I mentioned earlier, it's a month-to-month contract with people, so you can. It's just like any other subscription base. It typically is, but it's 30 days from the day of subscribing to the company. Now, of course, if you're a savings advisor and you're building a business and you enroll some people, if it's all within that same 30 days, that will have to be actually subtracted from whatever your refund is, because obviously you're not going to be earning money that you're not wanting to participate in doing that. But we manage all that, and we want to make it as simple as possible and reassure people that you can sign up, try the program, see how it works for you, and if it doesn't, it's no problem. We'll cancel your subscription, and if you ask for a refund, we'll give that back within 30 days.
All right, fantastic. And then I know there's some potential discussions that are going on that regarding savings advisors 1, 2, and 3, but we'll address those a little bit later. But I think overall, what a tremendous refund policy. Now, here's something really neat to understand: is what's the difference between not only a retail customer, but also the opportunity if somebody chooses, I'd like to participate in the Savings Advisor 1, level 2, or 3, and maybe I know someone who shops. I know somebody who would love to save money. I know somebody that would love to have groceries or essential items shipped to their door. There's potentially someone knows someone who at least goes shopping or buys groceries at least once per month, so they might want to consider potentially the Save Advisor 1 or 2 opportunity to earn an income by helping us expand the subscriber base nationally and basically capitalize on it for a bright financial future. So could you share the differences?
Well, it's actually quite simple. Retail subscribers are exactly what it sounds. They subscribe to the service, and it's an initial $19.99, and then thereafter $19.99 a month, and they just have access to all services. But here's the cool part: they also get the cash back. So if they go shopping at the 2 grocery vendors we use, whatever their orders is, they can fill in the Freedom Dollar redemption form, get that back to us, and they'll get 10% back on their grocery orders. Now, I want to add something to this that I didn't talk about before. There is a $50 or a $500 limit. They can purchase more than that and get the free shipping and the prices, but the 10% cash back is up to $50 per month. So I just wanted to point that out. So that, again, a retail customer, all they do is have access to the service, and we want plenty of them, but they do get the cash back. And the Savings Advisor one is where someone joins the Telling Shoppers loyalty plan, and for $24.99 the first month, and then starting the second month it's $14.99. So you save $5 a month off of what it would cost to be a retail subscriber. That person has, they're now an independent contractor. They own their own grocery business, if you will, that's virtual. It's like having a store without walls in your home. And they can enroll other subscribers, retail subscribers, and or other savings advisors. And they would earn a monthly residual off of what we call our community matrix, and earn income, monthly income, and fast start income from developing their network. And the difference between a Savings Advisor 1 and 2, the Savings Advisor 2 is $99.99 and then $14.99 thereafter. And the Savings Advisor 2 will get additional training on how to enroll businesses. So I mentioned earlier we have a network through one of our alliances that has over 100,000 local and national businesses. And we'll have an opportunity to enroll those local businesses so those Main Street companies can have a national presence that has over 1 million subscribers already in it. So it's a great advertising tool, and there's no additional charge for a business to enroll other than becoming part of my Freedom Shopper. And then they earn just like Savings Advisor 1, they'll earn residual income as well. There's a little bit more nuanced differences, but for the purpose of this call, I think I just want to focus on the initial difference. And then a Savings Advisor 3 is $199.99 to get started, and it's still $14.99. And I will say this is the fast starts with the Savings Advisor 3 jump to $100 for every enrollment that they also a Savings Advisor 3. So for those of you that have an initial need or a need to earn faster money quicker, whatever your financial situation is, just kind of do the math. We pay out weekly, so if you enroll 5 Savings Advisor 3, you earn $500. If you own 10, that's $1,000, and we know people have capabilities of doing more or less. And now the additional training will be on the businesses as well as nonprofits. As many of you know, I have a place in my heart for nonprofits. I've been a board member of several different types through the years, and always been one of the number one things that are always on the list you have your board meetings is we got to find ways to raise capital. And I think one of the neatest things about My Freedom Shopper is someone can join as a Savings Advisor 1. They could be a nonprofit, and if they enroll retail subscribers, let's say they have 1,000 members and they get 100 to support them to become subscribers with My Freedom Shopper, they'll earn $8 a month. To kind of do the math there, if they get just 100, that's $800 a month of perpetual fundraising that can build upon itself, and that's almost $10,000 a year from people that are doing the same thing they're doing. They're buying cornflakes and Tide and Bounty towels. Now they're supporting that organization. So we're developing this special training for business for Savings Advisor 2 and Savings Advisor 3. We'll be rolling that out over the next couple of weeks as the company goes live throughout the country, and we just think it's just an awesome thing to be able to offer nonprofits as well. So, and it gives our Savings Advisor 2 and 3 an additional way of earning more income because their responsibility is going to be higher and what they're going to be doing with the local community. So that's the difference.
And it gives them another opportunity. So fantastic. So basically, there's an escalating opportunity from Advisor 1, 2, and 3. Each one in the community matrix would offer them an incredible opportunity as their potential could be earning, hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands on a monthly basis should they be a part of being able to help expand the subscriber base through the Shoppers Telling Shoppers loyalty plan and be what they would consider qualified to earn that. I believe in each one of those advisor positions is share this with one advisor, 1, 2, or 3, and they could earn the community matrix down 10 levels, and that's pretty strong and very powerful. So I appreciate that. So we've got our fast start commissions, and folks will really.
Gary, I just wanted to point out one other thing that's important, and then we can get on to the next question. But the fast starts from 3 to 1 that are generated in a Savings Advisor 1, 2, and 3, in order for a Savings Advisor 1 to earn either the 2 or 3 fast start, they would have to upgrade to either 2 or then 3. So I think that's the important part. And if when you enroll and you say, oh, I really should upgrade to earn those fast starts or higher levels in the matrix, you can contact the company. We can then do that update for you. We'll eventually here in the near future have a place where you can do it yourself, so you don't lose out on any of that extra money that's flowing through the matrix and the other bonuses, Freedom 2 and Freedom 3.
Yeah, so there's immediate benefit and immediate financial value for just becoming an Advisor 3 right out of the gate. And we know that what's been put into place is that somebody could share this with just simply 2 Advisor 3s, and they could put their business completely in profit. And that's exceptional and unheard of in this industry with only 2, maybe 2 referrals. So now, does somebody have to pay sales tax?
This is one of the great benefits of being part of My Freedom Shopper. Yes, you have to pay sales tax, but it's monitored by the large suppliers, and they understand whatever your local or state sales tax is. So we're compliant with all lower 48 states and communities. As you as entrepreneurs understand, it's becoming a very complex world, and more municipalities and states and counties are wanting to collect sales tax. It's a tremendous cost burden to us as a company if we had to monitor that. So again, depending on where you live and what the sales tax rules are, the large vendors, they monitor that. They up their software to do that, and it's going to take some burden off of us as our company grows. But you're still compliant in your local community or a state community, depending on where you live. Because again, each county is different. In Arizona, there's 14 different tax jurisdictions. So we just leave it up to the big boys to handle all that and do it correctly. So we're always compliant out there. So it's a benefit to being part of being in business with us as a savings advisor to all handle.
Fantastic. And so simply put, when you go to buying things through either the Walmart or Alice or any of the other vendors, basically the sales tax based on your state, just no different than going anywhere else online and buying or purchasing something, will apply to whatever is applied for you on that website, on that major merchant's shopping cart.
Yep, that's true.
So now, I know we're open in the United States, but are we open outside the United States? But before that, within the United States, can we ship to Alaska, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico? And from what I understand, Fred, wherever FedEx or UPS delivers is where shipments can be sent to. But specifically, My Freedom Shopper is in its pre-launch or registration period for key individuals to join this company to help expand it, are mainly within the 48 states, but not necessarily Alaska or Hawaii and Puerto Rico. So maybe you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, as far as the free shipping part of the grocery program, the 2 large vendors we have, their policy currently is to ship to the lower 48 only. Not to Alaska, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico. That could change in the future, and they make the decision economically. Because again, I know there's stores in Hawaii, I know there's stores in Puerto Rico, I know there's stores in Alaska, but this product does not come out of the stores. It comes out of their distribution network, and in many places in Alaska, the only way you can get an order to somebody is with hiring one of those planes, the bush pilots, that's $200 or $300 an hour to get something out to someplace. So again, I defer to the large companies on how they're going to roll out, out to those three other states. Now, having said that, some of our other services do work in those states, in the larger cities, restaurants, under discounts that are there. There's not a lot, but that's where we have an opportunity to put those folks on one of our other vendors, which is called Affinity. And also, anybody from those states can enroll and build a business back, here locally, in the 48, or in their state, like Alaska, Hawaii. And some of the other vendors we have also are available in those states. And what I find too is people that are, whether it be Puerto Rico, Alaska, Hawaii, do a lot of marketing. Most of their marketing ends up here in the continental United States, anywhere the bulk of the population is. So they can enroll. The only thing they cannot participate in is the free shipping part of the groceries.
But they can still buy things, and they can still work on getting. Would they still be entitled to some of the 10% cash back if they were in Alaska or Hawaii?
No, because it would have to be the designated home items.
Okay.
Or the designated Alice items.
Okay.
They won't get. They can't get the product shipped there, so there's nothing to get 10% back.
I see. So accordingly, they could actually build a business if they knew other folks that shopped and knew family and relations that were in the other 48 states that would love this service and this business at this point.
Absolutely.
All right. Next question is do we have plans to look at expanding globally in the near future?
Oh, absolutely. I've always wanted to do that, and now keep in mind that grocery items, in most cases, can't be shipped out of the United States because of all the tariffs that are involved with food items. If we wanted to ship to Canada, and we had 10,000 items, for example, it'd be 10,000 different tariffs, and so those are federal and international laws. But having said that, there are some of our vendors which are now setting up in other countries, not the food part of it as yet, but other international venues for shipping, not shipping, but using their discount programs within those countries. So we'll work with that and be on the forefront of that wave that's going to happen. Matter of fact, we've just enrolled a vendor that ships just about anywhere in the world. Now, having said that, though, you're not going to get free shipping if you're going to send a box of something from here to Japan, because the costs obviously are much higher to move that product. But they're all affordable to do that, and the companies are looking to get international. The other thing to take in mind is that each country is different. You may not think about this, but a lot of times a product, or let's say if something has wheat in it, may not be legal to sell in another country, where it has vitamin C may be banned in a country. I don't know how strange that may sound, but each culture is different. Each country has different regulations. But that's something we want to go. It's going to be not going to be the immediate future, but we're definitely working on getting there with the company and expanding that way.
So the other side is, there's obviously lots of international grocery stores and chains that obviously are starting and doing the grocery delivery services, and it would be just a matter of us continuing to grow our market share and then take this loyal membership base and offer to them to become a vendor with us as well. And so I really appreciate that. That's really good. The other fact is, what about customer service? I know we have customer service to help support the retail customers that come in as subscribers, whether they want to send an email to the company or even a phone call in many cases. We also have, if it's somebody that's an advisor, they obviously have the support team to work with, the person that through the loyal plan, shared it with them to answer some of their questions. And at the same time, we also have access to shopping, but each of those shopping stores has its own customer service. So could you explain to me that if I or someone ordered a large purchase of things that were from, let's say, Walmart, and I had an issue, who do I call about that order?
This is another great thing about how we set up these relationships is that that's an example. So if you order from Walmart, Walmart is responsible for the customer service. So if an item is damaged or missing or mispicked, you would contact Walmart directly. The same with Alice, the same with every single vendor we have, because you're dealing with name brand vendors. They do their own customer service and have their own refund policies or replacement policies. So we're not in the middle of any of that unless we have to. But so if you're wondering where your order is, Walmart would be the one to contact if that's who you ordered from, and they're set up to handle those tens of thousands of calls or inquiries from customers. So it's really just real simple. If you order direct from a vendor, you contact that vendor in regards to any customer service issues. And they've all, my experience has been customer service has been just fantastic through these large vendors.
I can share that I didn't have any problems at all with my last order, so no customer service was even needed. So in most cases, that probably won't apply. But in that rare occasion that something did go wrong or I needed to return something, I would actually have to deal with, or I would get the opportunity to deal directly with that vendor, and it would not put that burden onto my Freedom Shopper to handle that or look it up or figure it out, right?
No, absolutely. And through the 6 to 7 months of testing, there was only one instance of a bottle of something getting broken open, and that was during that Christmas holiday rush when it's just gazillions of boxes going through the system. And it will happen. I mean, boxes get dropped, forklifts drive through, but it's very minimal, very minimal. They've gotten so great with their systems and handling these orders going out the door. So, but they're there if you need them. The customer service is there if you need that help from that vendor. So that is something reassuring to all of us that they're there to help if needed. In most cases, there's never a problem.
So Fred, in order to kind of wrap this up, really, again, you're in essence, the My Freedom Shopper is a marketing arm that's building a loyal customer base, and simply put, entrepreneurs and folks looking to put themselves in front of a major wave on this growing multi-billion-dollar industry, where now My Freedom Shopper is poised and positioned itself with the major retailers to really capitalize and help folks truly realize they can have things shipped to their door for free. They could take advantage of cash back, low price guarantees as a subscriber for simply $19.99. And this is for busy mothers with children, could be busy executives, it could be retirees, it could be nonprofit organizations looking to raise money for their good causes. I mean, that's ingenious. And then knowing that the service is being backed up and shipped by the largest retailers in the world is pretty impressive. And then in addition to that, your company, My Freedom Shopper, simply sends out the checks weekly and monthly based on that model of whether they choose to come in as a advisor level 1, 2, or 3, and each of those levels pays a fast start commission up 10 generations, if I recall. So it's important that folks would look at that loyalty pay plan, if you will, because I think it's ingenious and it gives people true opportunity to do this with anything they're already doing, even spare time or part-time, because I think, Fred, when we think about it, who doesn't know someone that doesn't go to the grocery store or shop?
Oh, no, I know. It's quite interesting when you sign up and you're brand new and who do I know that buys things like Bounty towels, or I always mention Oreos because they're the most popular cookie in the world. But that's really the reality of this, is what's happened. And I'm going to answer one question we don't have on the list, but it always has been asked me several times just this week. That, gee, do you have the distribution system built? And because unfortunately, because it's such a new concept, they think we're actually out there building warehouses and distribution. We're not. that's what's the beauty of this is everything is built. You sign up today, you can order today. Everything is working, and your orders will go out the next day.
So Fred, obviously we'll wrap this up right now, and the listeners have been listening here, and I think overall, I mean, you've been working at this goal and this dream of really pursuing the home grocery and really home delivery service for really decades, and I think today, you've really got it. You've really got a phenomenal concept with a great opportunity to help grow a subscriber base, and now you're in essence aligned with some of the big retailers that are really carrying on the big burden of expense that most companies would carry. And I believe in the past you've experienced this, so now you really have that major problem solved, and now we can move forward to help folks really get some great service and build a true long-term residual income in the direct sales industry as an advisor 1, 2, or 3. So I'm truly excited about that, Fred. But would you have any last closing comments here?
Yes, it is taking this long to figure out the different pieces and the distribution, and which is being a big challenge to do that. It really is the ultimate of 30 years of working on the different models and how to market it and how to get the product out the door. But at the end of the day, really what we're doing, and I've said it earlier, is that we're really building freedom through loyalty, and freedom comes in the way of saving time, money, gas, and it comes in the way of being financially free. And which is I think the most exciting part of this is that we're giving people a chance to do something for their families that they've never had a chance to do. And that's build a significant business based on real transfer buying and based on loyalty, which is the thing that molds us and keeps us together as pure Americans that love the free enterprise system. So that's really all I have to share, and I think we'll remember this call for a long time and how exciting this is for everybody.
Well, fantastic, Fred. I do want to thank you for your time for this interview and sharing your answers and your wisdom to these frequently asked questions. I know it was important for others. So, again, I want to thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and I look forward to a long-lasting business relationship. Thank you so much.
Thank you.